Hello guys, I am Tara, the author of the Dining on a Dime cookbook where you can eat better, spend less. We have real food for real families, no crazy things, no crazy recipes in this book. We are talking about camping. All my recipes that I used for camping came out of Dining on a Dime. I did things like sloppy joes and green chili, froze them, then as they defrosted I used them. That's one of my tips that we used for camping because we didn't have a refrigerator. But Janelle is an expert camper. She has 4 kids, so she knows how to be prepared. And today we are talking about some camping tips. Let's hear them, Janelle.
Oh goodness. Hi everyone. So I actually have some other friends who are looking at camping and starting to camp with their kids for the first time. So we're just going to talk about some supplies that you need to round up and what you need to have to be ready.
Okay.
My first tip is just ask around if you're thinking about starting. See if you can borrow somebody's camper or their tent. We have loaned our tent to so many people. And it's just a good way to put your toe in because you can spend a lot of money on a tent if you want a nicer, bigger one. And we do have a big one that had 2 rooms so that our kids could be asleep in darkness next to us and we could have it open in the daylight. So borrow stuff. Borrow sleeping bags. Ask for an air mattress. Ask for stuff because so many people have it in their garage and they're not using it, and it actually makes them feel better about having it probably to lend it.
Ask if anybody's getting rid of this stuff too, like on Facebook Marketplace or, we're on nextdoor.org, which is a neighborhood app where you can ask your neighbors and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's on Facebook. It's at yard sales. It's easy to find sleeping bags and that kind of stuff. Also, don't feel like you need a $300 Patagonia sleeping bag on a regular camping trip because you can spend so much money on gear, but you don't need to. An air mattress and some blankets can go a long way. You do not need a fancy Yeti cooler, despite what social media will tell you. You can use grandma's old cooler that you already have in the basement. Let's see. Goodwill, I've also seen some really good camping items that are new there. I mean, they're brand new and they're a fraction of the cost used. So if you're thinking you want to start out, it's really smarter to start with cheap gear. And then if you stick with it and you want to upgrade later, you can do that on your own terms when things are on sale and when you've saved up for it.
And don't forget dumpsters, guys. I have actually found some really good dumpster dive things. And you're like, well, they threw it away. It must not be good. No, a lot of people here in Colorado, they'll move from Colorado to Florida and they'll just throw away their stuff because they don't have time to take it to the thrift store or whatever. And so don't forget to check out dumpster diving too, or trash picking, because sometimes you can find some really good things. And for me, if it's not huge, I'm like, I'll just take it and see if it works. And if not, I'll just throw it away in my trash can.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I have some great lawn chairs we've gotten that way.
Yeah. Tons.
And actually this last weekend when we camped, it was very rainy and there were tents by the dumpster, and I was so tempted to bring them home and dry them out because our son wants a new video gaming system. I was like, well, let's put those up and see if they are functioning and you can sell them. But we did. It was just a soggy mess. But we thought about it, and if we needed a tent, maybe we would have. Let's see. Oh, another idea I have is if you camp where it's hot, you can do a cooler that's like a styrofoam cooler with a fan in it and some ice. You can get a battery-operated fan and make a little air conditioner just for your tent. And those are pretty efficient. I've heard from people they work super well. So if you think you need a camper because you need air conditioning or something like that, you don't. There's ways to do stuff for just dirt cheap. And I mean, a lot of people will even give you a styrofoam cooler that they have in their garage from some other thing.
Yeah.
So don't think the weather has to be super limiting. Tarps are cheap. It's easier to dress warm for cold, I feel like, than it is to cool down from heat. But definitely just getting a shady spot, planning swimming can eliminate needs for lots of this specialty gear.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, you know what? A tote. Any kind of Rubbermaid tote that can protect stuff from weather or bugs or whatever it is. A lot of us have those just sitting around, so just use those. Don't feel like you need special camp in and out gear unless you're actually backpacking, which If you're a backpacker, kudos to you, because I can't carry all my stuff into Boundary Water.
Well, and I find totes all the time at garage sales for 50 cents or $1, and they're usually full of things like flower arranging stuff. So I get the flower arranging stuff, and then I get the tote for free. And think outside the box, guys. So let's say you're not a flower arranger, but you need that tote.
Oh yeah, I've thrown stuff away just for totes.
Just throw it away or give it to the Goodwill if it's still good, and you've got your tote for $1.
Right? And I feel like the quality of some of the older plastic you buy at sales is better than new stuff too.
Yeah.
But my biggest point is just borrow as much as you can to get started and know what you like and what you want and what you don't want. And then you can learn to use it and learn if you want to be cooking on the fire. Maybe you really do just need a camper to be comfortable.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, and you can try out if your friends have some and they're willing to let you try before you buy. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you, Janelle. Please like, subscribe, and share. Check out our Dining on a Dime cookbook, and we are going to come back with one more camping video with Janelle. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.